What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Welcome to the Tyrant's LASO Challenge Guide for Halo Reach. Today we will be covering the final mission, the Pillar of Awful. Autumn. On Legendary with all skulls on except for that annoying blind skull because it's not required for the challenge. And our first objective of the day is to obtain a concussion rifle for later in the mission. And that elite right there is the key. So when he gets moving, we're going to rush forward, jump over this rock. Let's see if we can land this assassination. Can we? Oh, that's right. Knife right in the back. Grab that concussion rifle and sprint past the rest of the foes in this area to get to that shelter where we're going to pick up a DMR to replace our rather useless pistol. We just skipped all of those enemies, no problem. Now we're going to need to get a mongoose for transport. No, that's why we're sprinting. Do you think we have time to snipe with a shotgun, Emil? This mongoose right here is the key. Go ahead and flip it over, because it's not doing us much good on its backside. And yes, those banshees are attacking. I have been banshee bombed here before, so make it quick across this bridge. And now we need to make it through several other enemies that are going to just magically drop out of the sky for no apparent reason. Mostly grunts and a couple of scarabs that you really can't fight. And I'm going to show you the path of least resistance here, or the one that I had the least amount of trouble with. Follow this path. Touch that analog stick very tenderly. And drive straight off this cliff and right past this last group of specialist grunts. Noted that all specialist grunts only need to be headshotted once. They have no mask really protecting them, like the grunt ultras. We are going to blast straight through this cave, mine the phantom overhead, and those secondary gunners can be nasty. So what we're going to do is we're going to slow down in this tunnel up ahead so that we're not caught in the crossfire. And then we need to make this jump. Stay a little bit further to the left. I've noticed if you go to the right, sometimes you don't make it. There we go. And I like to hold the analog stick slightly to the left so I eject from the left. There is a health pack over there on the right if you need it. And sneak over here and sprint and jump over to this ledge. This way we can avoid this battle entirely. That wraith on the other side can be a beast to deal with, and now we don't have to. I like to sprint over these larger gaps as well, just to make sure we clear the jump. And we're going to sneak it behind these kamikaze grunts and jackal marksmen. Toss grenade to help out a little bit. Well, one's still alive, and he's running, so we're going to run in the other direction. And those grunts are freaking out. And cut to the epic cutscene where, spoiler alert, Carter dies. But we don't really need to watch this right now. Now we are low on health, but fortunately there is a health pack and additional DMR ammo up ahead. This is the Bugger Cave. These guys are a pain to hit. I do not enjoy this at all. I'd rather get a lap dance from Trent Locke. Now if we wait here, two buggers, as you can see, will present themselves for an easy headshot. I like to get the one on the top first because it seems like the others don't retreat when you do. So we've got two down so far, and when you've killed enough, they'll retreat to their next little hideout zone. Take your time here. It's a little bit like shooting skeet, only I suck at that too. I like to hide over here, and once you've killed about 4 or 5 of them, they'll retreat even further back. These guys are a pain in the butt to hit, but if you headshot them, they turn into kibble. Oh, one more. Okay, alright, so they've all retreated. Well, they will poke their heads out, as you can see. But fortunately, they're all just armed with plasma pistols, so it's not too hard to absorb a fair amount of damage from them. You can stand back and sort of just headshot them from afar, zoomed or unzoomed. Obviously, if you're being shot at, you need to do it unzoomed. And of course, this is the second half of the battle right here. They're a little bit tougher to hit in this particular zone, just because they're moving around so much. I've noticed there are two types of drones here, minors and majors. There really is no notable difference. Obviously, one headshot kills both of them, but one gives you more points than the other. Perhaps one has more health overall, but again, since a single headshot takes them out, it's really not that big of a deal. Now we're going to move down here a little bit further. Hopefully Emil will provide an ample distraction, since apparently that's all he's good for. See, there's a... I guess that was a drone major right there, because it was worth over 1,000. And now we want to head up here, and there are going to be 3 skirmishers down below with needle rifles. This is the best vantage point to headshot them with. There we go. All 3 dead. No problem. And there are 3 shielded skirmishers up ahead behind that rock. They actually have a name that starts with an M that I can't pronounce, but I'm from Virginia, go figure. Alright, there's 1 down. There's 2. And come on, number 3. Wow, this is the smartest thing I've seen the Covenant do all day. He's actually hiding. Come out, wherever you are. There he is. Okay. So, now that he's dead, go ahead and trade out your DMR for the needle rifle. We want to get as much needle rifle ammo as possible. We're going to need this later on. And of course, we have our concussion rifle as the secondary weapon. We're going to need that later too, so always keep track of it and know where it is. We're going to grab a health pack here. You want full health and shields for this next boneyard area, along with a drop shield. And we're going to move our way along the side. And this battle is really tough to fight out, even on just regular legendary. So we're just going to skip it. Follow this path along the side. We're going to toss a frag grenade right about here. Crouch jump up here. And whoa! We just skipped this battle entirely. That's the Bob. I've never really figured out his timetable. I have been able to kill him before. And he has a concussion rifle. So if you do manage to kill him, you'll have additional concussion rifle rounds. He won't actually use it on you. He uses his plasma grenades instead. So if you have mostly full shields and health, you can easily win a melee fight against him. We're going to climb up the stairs here. Move along the side towards the left. And this is to skip the second half of the boneyard area, which is plagued with shade turrets, ghosts, elites, grunts, you name it. Lots of bad guys here. Once again, this is the path of least resistance. It's the safest way across. So far, we haven't really taken any damage. And slow down once you get to the other side. There are several elites in this next room. The closest one only has a plasma repeater, but it can be deadly if you do nothing. Let's see if we can get him to dodge. No. Damn it. Stupid bastard. Okay. Climb these stairs, jump down. This allows you to avoid as much fire as possible. We're going to drop a drop shield to prevent any enemies from throwing grenades our way as we enter this next zone. We are low on health, but fortunately there are 2 health packs right beyond this door.
I've got contacts.
We're going to grab one of them. This room has 1 dual-wielding elite, 2 grunts, and 3 jackals. That dual-wielder's a bitch to fight because you have to be completely stealth. He has to be absolutely unaware of your presence in order to assassinate him. Otherwise it takes, I think, about 12 melees to kill him. 3 super combines is all you need to destroy any unshielded enemy, assuming that your allies do not get in the way. Those jackals can be a bit of a pain. They will do untold damage to your shields, but fortunately that's all they really do. Jump up that barrel, up this ledge, up the pipe, and I'm going to show you how to skip the 3 elites because a phantom drops off 2 more in this room and actually despawn the hunters in the next zone. I'm going to crouch jump up here. That drop shield protects us from any enemy fire. As you can see, the other 2 elites have a plasma repeater and a concussion rifle. From the catwalk, jump down to this ledge, onto the floor, and just make your way around them. Now, I've noticed that sometimes the hunters do spawn, and I believe this is due to an elite following you, which unfortunately loads the next checkpoint. See, as you can tell, they are not there now, so an elite did not follow us. And what we need to do is jump through this window up ahead. Now when you do this, you want to stay as far away from the door as possible, and I'm about to show you why, and this is why we're kind of avoiding the stairs, and I'm sucking horribly right now. There we go, that's much better. Break the window. Damn, not even the first time. What is with my game today? Crouch jump through this window. It's a little bit easier if you're to the left rather than to the right. And when you don't touch the door, as you can see, the enemies do not spawn right away. This allows you to fill up on DMR ammo. And if you need health, there are 2 health packs in the room. There is one over here by this DMR crate. And there's another one where we drop the needle rifle. Now, unfortunately, we cannot proceed until the enemies are dead. So what we're going to do is we're going to trigger the enemies by touching the door. This will immediately spawn the 2 or 3 jackal marksmen up there on the upper level. 1 headshot should do the trick. You are completely out of range from their needle rifles if you stand at the back of the room. And you've got 6 shielded jackals over here. 3 on the bottom level, 3 on the top. There is also a stealth special ops elite hiding over there in the corner. He usually doesn't advance until you do. Sometimes he does beat you to the chase, so unzoom occasionally just to make sure that he's not pulling a little sneaky sneak. And if you try to hit the jackals from this distance, sometimes they'll unshield themselves and try to strafe. And that is a perfect opportunity for a headshot. See? There we go. Come on. There's one more on the stairs over here. There we go. Come on. Oh, that troll barrel. I hate that thing. It happens more often than I'd like to state in front of everyone on YouTube. Alright, so we're going to walk over here, pick up one of the plasma pistols. This special op elite has very weak shields, so just pepper him down. Follow up with a DMR headshot, no problem. Got that guy as he was going up the stairs. Let's fill up on DMR ammo real quick and head to the upper level. There's no one up there right now, but there is a set of double doors that will open once we get close enough, and 3 grunt ultras and a dual-wielding ultra elite will emerge. This guy is a pain in the butt, I will tell you that much, and there are several ways to deal with him. Sometimes if you hang back, he won't emerge right away, but he did this time. So what we need to do now is use the plasma pistol to try to pepper down his shields, because overcharged shots do not work on LASO or Mythic. And as you can see, his shields are flaring, so they're close to popping. Do it from a safe distance. And they're popped. DMR headshot, he is gone. His grunt buddies are freaking out. They don't know what to do now. They know their fate is pretty much sealed at this point. Go ahead and headshot them. These are grunt ultras, so they do have a mask protecting them. So it will take at least 2 headshots to kill them most of the time. Sometimes you get lucky and... oh, you dick. I hate those guys. This is the first game where grunts can use an overcharged shot. Bastards. Okay, well now that all the guys are dead, we need to retrieve our old ammo. So we need to get our concussion rifle, which has 8 rounds total. Come on. There we go. And we also need to get our needle rifle over here. Now we want full health and shields for the landing pad, so go ahead and make sure you've got full health and shields. We've got our needle rifle. We've got all our tools necessary for this next zone. Man, this room is hot. And head on through. Up the stairs, you're going to encounter a jackal, the only one with in the game with the plasma rifle. Go ahead and pick up more ammo over here. We should be good to go at this point. And that jackal will be accompanied by 2 grunt ultras with plasma pistols or needlers. We should be good to go with needle rifle ammo at this point. We have almost as much as we can carry. I think 84 rounds max. We're going to toss a grenade just to get them to dodge for a moment. I want them to get my health low enough so I can use this health pack over here, so that I'm guaranteed full health and shields when I arrive at the landing pad. Now what we're going to do is perform the famous mass driver jump. But this is one that's going to be a little bit easier than you may have seen in previous videos. You usually see a grenade followed by 3 concussion rounds, but I'm going to show you how to utilize the drop shield so you do not have to use a grenade to lower your health. Drop your shield right here. Make sure you're aimed for the top of the railing. Jump, and 3 concussion rounds should boost you up to this pipe. Get near the top, jump, and 1 more concussion round. And boom, where are we? Oh my gosh, it is the mass driver, aka the Phantom Killer. One-shot phantoms. Oh my god, dear Santa. Now the cool thing about the mass driver is you can use it to take out up to 4 of the 6 phantom dropships that will drop off troops at the landing pad. Now you may have seen people in previous videos take out one of the 2 dropships that just arrived. If you can get up there quick enough, you can take out the one that drops off 5 brute miners and a few special ops grunts. We didn't get up there quick enough. That's quite alright. Not that big of a deal. Brute miners aren't that hard to kill. 3 needle shots form a 3 needle rifle shots, I'm sorry, form 1 super combine, which kills a brute miner. It takes 2 super combines, or 2 sets of 3 to kill a captain, which can be recognized by a gold hat. Now sometimes what you might want to do is fire 1 needle rifle round to see what the brute does. Sometimes they'll evade, sometimes they'll armor lock, and then as they're coming out of those abilities, you want to follow up with your second 2 shots. Now I am a horrible sniper, but another reason why I like to use the mass driver, aside from the fact that it kills drop ships, is that Emil isn't annoyingly firing it constantly, which destroys your frame rates. It is so annoying. That on top of the rain. So as if my aim weren't bad enough already, I have what I like to call jitter thumb. It's bad for skeet shooting too. First question I always ask people is, who here has life insurance? Now, once you've taken out everyone but 2 enemies, the next wave will arrive. But we have a ways to go. Now, another advantage of being up here is the vantage point. It's easy to get headshots, which I need all the help I can get, apparently. And enemies seem to dodge just a little bit less. Also, it's harder for enemies to reach you in general. Now, we are starting to run low on ammo. And one of the biggest issues people seem to have with the mass driver jump is getting additional ammunition. But guess what, guys? I'm going to show you how to get more ammo. That's right. This is going to be the first video where you get to see people get additional ammo after making the mass driver jump. Because I'm the Tyrant, and that's just what I do. It's always good to start out with a needle rifle first because it's by far the best tool to take out enemies with, because it has the super combined in addition to being a headshot medium ranged weapon. So there are lots of good points here. And of course I'm sucking horribly right now. That guy's just chilling in the distance. We only have 6 shots left, so we need to get more ammo. Now, Emil's standing here being absolutely useless. No surprise there. After all, he is a Mark III Spartan. So we're going to push him off to the side. He'll provide a small, very, very small distraction. Bye, Emil. See ya. Tally-ho. Okay, so we need to kind of examine the area, see where everyone else is. I believe there are only jackals and grunt specialists left. So we need to jump back down. Don't worry, folks, this will not kill you. Now, it's important to realize that we have to make sure at least 2 enemies stay alive while we do this. There are several grunt specialists left. And that jackal dude. Yeah! They love those overcharged plasma pistol shots. So what we need to do is get more health. Tap this crate, and out of nowhere, this DMR ammo cache just pops out of the wall. It is freaking awesome. So all we need to do is trade out our needle rifle for a DMR. Look at that. Full DMR. And we need to make sure that we maintain our full health and shields, or at least for the most part, full health and shields. So clear the way while making sure that you don't take out too many foes here, because again we need to leave 2 alive, because we don't want to trigger the second wave of foes yet. And we are going to do the mass driver jump again, just to show you how reliable this drop shield method is. I'm going to do this twice in a row. Again, jump up on the ramp, drop your shield, aim for the top, jump, and 3 concussion rounds once again will boost you to the pipe. See how easy that is? That is far more reliable than the grenade triple concussion rifle jump. And best of all, if you screw up, you can do it again. Whereas if you use a grenade the first time, you have to get more health before you try it again. Now, of course, obviously, it's much, much better if you can do it the first time. And since the second wave of enemies is about to arrive, we're going to take out these ships. There's 2 phantom drop ships. The first one we can deal with. The second one is going to go a little bit too far to the right, though. And that one has the 2 chieftains in it, unfortunately. So we're going to have to deal with them a little bit later. You know what? I'm pissed at you because you destroyed my shield. So you know what? Come on. Come on. You want a piece of this? Bring it! Bring it! Ugh, that's right. Double kill. Now, because we took out that first drop ship, all we need to worry about here are a few jackals, the captain that we left over from the last battle, and the 2 brute chieftains, which we're going to leave behind, because once again, when only 2 enemies are left, the third and final wave of Covenant will be dropped off. Or so they think. But fortunately now we have plenty of ammo to go around. Since we are out of concussion rifle ammo at this point, we can't afford to go back down there if you want to get back up to the top. I'm sorry, if you want to get back up to the top. And it's going to be crucial to get rid of this third wave. And once you've killed enough of the guys here, they'll start retreating over there to the right. It should be noted that a Pelican also dropped off several allies for you. This will come in handy later as well. And since there aren't too many enemies on the ground attacking them, there should be enough left alive that when you finish cleaning up the pond scum or the henchmen and only have the chieftains to deal with, they should provide somewhat of a distraction for you. Now check out this vantage point. We're all the way up here. Easy headshots for everybody. Look at that. The mass driver jump is so beneficial. Now, kind of like with previous missions, your enemies always seem to aim a little bit lower than your reticle, so if you keep a ledge between you and them, it's a little bit easier to get those headshots off without being picked off yourself. Come on, got his cap off. There we go. Captain's dead, so it should just be jackals left. And the 2 well, I guess it's just the 2 chieftains now. So here comes wave 3. Charge that mass driver. First drop ship down. The second one has the brute chieftain with the plasma launcher. He's dead too. The entire third wave of Covenant has just been completely annihilated. So all we have left now are the chieftains. Now again, when only you leave the chieftains alive, that means those are your 2 enemies that are left, which means that third wave will be triggered. So once you've killed those dropships, the only Covenant that will be left alive are those 2 chieftains. So all we have to do now is kill them. Unfortunately, they're very difficult because all chieftains have power armor, which means they have shields. And on top of that, they take at least 2 super combines if you have a needle rifle. Just like the captains do. We have one with a hammer, one with a fuel rod cannon, and it should be noted that it only takes 1 shot with the fuel rod cannon to kill you, even with full shields and health. That sucks. It's like the worst boss battle in Halo. So there's our hammer guy down there. What we want to do is try to assassinate him if we can. We're going to try to establish a pattern because he's apparently just strafing back and forth, wandering around, being about as useless as a meal. His hammer, of course, can kill you in 1 blow if you're not careful. Come on. Come on. Alright, we're going to drop down, see if we can get that assassination. Boom! First chieftain is down. Estimated 3,000 easy points. This is the only guy that's left. Unfortunately, he's really, really hard. And I don't mean that in a sexual way. Look at that. Infinite fuel rod rounds. Infinite plasma grenades. Power shields. Everything. So, there are two ways we can take him out. Either with an assassination, or we can pepper his shields down and follow up with a couple of headshots, just like we did the Elite Ultra earlier. And he sees us. Damn it. He knows his buddy's dead. And this stupid jackal only had a freaking needler. Ugh, that useless bird. So we need to backtrack to the landing pad, see if we can get a plasma pistol. I was going to pick that one up, but that chieftain's right there. There's got to be another one around here somewhere. Come on. Somewhere safe, preferably. There we go. We're going to try to lure the chieftain back over here where our allies are, see if we can get him distracted again. That'll help us out immensely. Go up these stairs. I think we're somewhat safe. Where is he? I don't even know where he is right now. Oh, God, no. See how dangerous he is? And, of course, this is the end of the mission. Or near the end of the mission. This is a place we really don't want to screw up right now. Okay, he seems to be somewhat distracted. Let's double check and make sure. Get to a safe place. Get to a safe vantage point. And make sure his attention is turned elsewhere. Okay, finally, our guys are stepping up to the plate. Why is it regular soldiers are more useful than Spartans? Let's see if we can get him. Come on. Come on. Oh, that's right. Bend over and take it, you damn dirty ape. All the enemies are now dead. That means Key's Pelican will arrive to trigger the cutscene. We have all the tools we need at this point. Let's go ahead and refuel our DMR. We have a plasma pistol. We have our drop shield, which I still say is far better than the hologram for this last little segment. So keep it. And he's taking forever. Wow, look at that sky. There's so much action going on right now. It's like Independence Day in the future.
This is Keys on hot approach to Platform Delta.
Okay, we just handed the package
Ready to take
to Captain
possession of the
Keys. That
package,
sounded a
Rebel.
little bit wrong. All we have left now are 4 zealots, one's a field marshal, and several special ops grunts. Of course, they can once again be taken out with one headshot. And there is an engineer hiding out in there as well. There are plenty of plasma pistols laying on the ground if we need more. There's DMR ammo inside. We have all the ammo we could possibly need. Whoa! Zealot with overshields, not a good thing. You know what that means. We need to take out that engineer, in addition to the remaining grunts. Now, usually the engineer hides somewhere over here. We might need to take out a couple more grunts before he rears his ugly, squid-like head. There we go. Let's get those grunts. These zealots are a nightmare. We got a dual wielder here. We got a couple of single wielders. And the last one is a field marshal with a fuel rod gun. Again, a one-shot weapon. We're going to headshot this guy to prevent our enemies from getting any more overshields. Alright. Now the only zealot of the 4 that we need to take out is the field marshal. Because we are going to once again skip to the mass driver. And the only elite that needs to be dead is him, because again, he can one-shot you with that plasma I was going to say plasma cannon. It's a fuel rod gun. We do not want to be one-shotted. We're not going to do any real tricks or gimmicks here. We need to jump up on this little thing, and I'm having the hardest time right now. I don't know what the deal is. I suck at crouch jumping, I'm telling you. This is definitely not a strong point for me. We're going to have to drop another drop shield because I couldn't do it the first time. You can probably improve my time immensely by not screwing up as much as I am right now. There we go. Jump up here, over to this little ledge. We're going to move our way around. This will force the other 3 zealots to jump, or to retreat to the 2nd floor.
Do you copy?
We're going to need this. This is crucial.
Bearing down on us.
We're gonna see. All right, did they retreat? That's assault rifle ammo. The DMR ammo, I guess, is on the other side. Again, there are more plasma pistols out there if you need them. Go ahead and grab a health pack because once again we need as much health as we can get for this last segment. Whoop, already used that one, so we're gonna use one of the two over here. And our next priority is to take out the field marshal. Now, you may have seen in other videos to use the needle rifle to dance with him. This is the end of the mission, and he has a one-shot weapon. I don't think that's a risk I'm willing to take. So what we need to do now is make sure that those other 3 zealots are hanging out upstairs. And we need to make our way over to the field marshal. But how are we going to take him out without putting ourselves in danger? Well, I'm going to show you how to do that. We're going to go ahead and hide over here, drop a drop shield to avoid plasma fire, jump on this little ledge here, up onto the robot arm, up onto the lamp, and to this little, I guess, beam. Move your way around the room, try not to fall, and get to the other side. This will allow us to get near where the field marshal is hiding out. The leader of the Covenant Armada, he commands entire armadas, the highest ranking elite. Right here, the only one in the game that you actually get to fight. And this chain link fence actually protects you from his fuel rod cannon. They cannot penetrate this simple, thin metal. So we're going to pepper down his shields with the plasma pistol. He has really, really strong shields, kind of like generals do. So this is going to take some doing. And I think he moved. That stupid bastard. Alright, so let's try this again. We want to try to get him in a position where he doesn't move. Now, he sometimes throws plasma grenades. They can penetrate. You know, elites, they like to penetrate. A little too much. Alright, so he's not really moving right now. We're kind of starting to run low on ammo. Let's see if we can get those shields up. They're starting to flare a little bit. Can we do it? Can we do it? We need those shields to pop so we can follow up with the DMR headshot. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Just a little bit more. We're running out of ammo. Yes! We got those shields. He whipped out that energy sword. Come on. Headshot. Headshot. Do it before those shields recharge. Yes! 3,000 easy points. We just killed the leader of the Covenant Armada. Now we need to get back to that mass driver without getting hit by those other elites. My advice here is to jump on this little ledge, deploy a drop shield, jump up on this other ledge, and back to the mass driver. Now we need to trigger the sequence that draws in the phantoms and banshees. So what we're going to need to do is get down, back over here. We need to walk down the stairs. And we're going to need to walk back up the stairs to trigger the sequence. This is the trick. So wait down here for just a couple of seconds. Make sure the other zealots aren't paying any attention to you. Just take your time. We're not in any rush here. And once you're sure they're not looking your way, go ahead and run back up the stairs. I think it's clear. Alright, let's do this. Run back up the stairs. That will trigger the sequence. And you're going to wait roughly 30 seconds while the pelicans, not the pelicans, the phantoms and the banshees start swarming all over the mass driver. It's not impossible to do this sequence as intended, but it's extremely difficult to do on Mythic or LASO. So now we're just going to camp. We're going to pitch our tent and set right here. Now this is an extremely coin toss scenario, and the problem is that once you get up there, you're going to be hammered like crazy. This is why you need as much health and shields as you can possibly get. And it's just such a coin toss because you can die so easily. One Banshee bomb, that's all it takes to kill you, and it's completely random whether or not a Banshee will nail you or not. And not in a good way. So we're going to sit here for now, and of course even the phantoms can gang up on you. Now once it starts getting a little bit closer to time, we're going to camp on these stairs right here, drop another drop shield so you can get ready to run. Keys will give you the command. He's going to sit there and say, "Fire now, Spartan." And it's going to take 2 shots to kill the cruiser because of the mythic skull. It usually only takes 1, but we're going to need 2. We're going to go up the stairs now. We're going to get the mass driver. Can we do it? Can we do it? Aim for the belly of the ship. Come on. Come on. Hold down the trigger. Get that first shot off. Release. Hold down again. Everything's falling. Did we get it? Did we get it? I think so. Yes! Yes!
Good guns, Spike.
That is the Pillar of Autumn on Legendary with all skulls on. Second hardest mission in the game. Let's let this cutscene play as our reward. If you enjoyed this guide, please feel free to visit www.mythictyrant.com. Pick up some Tyrant swag there if you want to, or feel free to donate if you like these videos and want to see more. It's kind of cool watching the Pillar of Autumn taking off right here. The whole sequence will start over with Halo Anniversary, which I will be doing another guide for. This concludes Tyrant's Laser Challenge Guide for Halo Reach. Thank you so much for watching. You've been a great audience. And remember, kids, stay in drugs, don't do school, run with scissors and chainsaws, and most importantly, always listen to your grandparents, no matter their level of senility. This is the Tyrant, and thank you for watching.